Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel, or should I say the all-new Mystic Hawk YouTube channel. Yes, I'm back and I am doing the sun sign readings after some deliberation and some meditation on the situation, especially after that Mardi Gras reading, talking about the new blueprints. Well, the new blueprints instructed me that because the times that are coming up, it might be, and everybody, and those of you that have also asked for, where's the sun sign readings? Well, okay, I thought about it, and I decided I was going to do that. Speaking of readings, if you like a personal reading, my website is still under construction. That's one of the whirlwind things that's been happening on top of rearranging my house and setting up the studio, is getting the website under construction. But I do have some time available. I am starting to do personal readings again. If you'd like one, please email me from the email in the description down below, and I'll get with you and we'll get that set up. A reminder, all the readings come with an audio recording of that reading, and you get a nice quartz crystal, a jewelry point. Oops, sorry, I keep forgetting I don't have that camera on. Nice jewelry point quartz crystal about this size, roughly. I'm going to choose one from you out of the many that I do have. The one that is for you will come to you, and I do that after the reading, so I still have the energy of the reading on me when I choose those crystals, and they do absolutely get to you. I have a thank you. I said I don't have it with me. Oh, there it is. Yes, I do have the thank you note that I have received from one of you, from one of my clients out there that did get a crystal reading and received her crystal. So yes, you very much get that, and thank you very much for sending me some mail. I was so excited to get that. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for all that. So okay, yeah, I talked about that. Another thing is, if you look in the description down below, I want to talk about it before I even get to it. I made, just for these readings for this month, it goes along with this card you'll be seeing very shortly, called The Sound of the Universe. I made a playlist on Spotify that's in the link down below, music that goes along with this reading that will help to raise your vibration, get you into the sound of the universe. It's free on Spotify. All you have to do is get the app and you can listen to it for free. So, you know, and there are glitches, there's commercials unless you want to pay the price for it. If anybody out there knows of a service where I could share a playlist that is better than Spotify, please let me know. I appreciate it, because I started making music mixes all the way back in the 80s, back when we had cassette tapes. I'd sell them for $5 a pop for gas money and play money and stuff, back when I was 18, 21, somewhere in there. And all the way, then I made CDs for people at parties. So I really feel the universe speaking to me. Matter of fact, in the year 2020, I had a CD that I made in 2007 that was literally the soundtrack of 2020. So it is pretty amazing how spirit speaks through music. So let's get on to the cards. This is going to be for a collective. This section right here is for the collective. I will get on to your individual sun sign, sun, moon, and rising sign readings shortly, right after this. But I wanted everybody to know this information. It's so much easier for me to do it one time. So what I want to do is first go over a few things. You really, I know it's wild and crazy and it's impromptu and throw together, but that Mardi Gras video, I had some pretty intense channelings in it. And the reading that came through that was pretty awesome. This is just a quick overview of the cards that we pulled, which is the new blueprints. That was about downloading the new blueprints from the Soul Star Chakra. That's our higher self. That chakra is just above the head. It's not, this is the crown chakra. It's the next one up above that, where our higher selves and our soul selves live. That's where all the information that comes from our Akashic records, all the information of what we decided to do in this lifetime, our contract, and all of the blueprints basically are what blueprints are directions on how to put something together, right? So the directions on how to put our life together, especially in these new days and times. and that's going to lead us to being a realm builder. Okay, realm builder, this new realm into the 5D. This is all about ascension, working on ascension, and the all new Mystic Hawk channel is here to assist you with your ascension. So yes, I do personal readings about personal things, but I am focusing on you and how you can raise your vibration, how you can change your reality from the inside out. Okay, so here we go. We have the high heart chakra, and the high heart chakra was activated through these blueprints, and that was one of the things that was required. And you may have even felt like you were purging and releasing a lot of energy, perhaps emotions. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot of that still going on, even from last year. I know, right? But this particular time leading up to this new energy that we're coming into right here, now that Mars, as of yesterday, has gone into Gemini, activating the north node of our destiny. Not only, we also get a new flux of life force energy. So I think all of us should be feeling a lot better coming up in the month of March, or whenever you're watching this reading, because again, these readings are timeless. I put a lot of time and energy and work into it, and believe me, when Spirit sends you a video, whether it's for your sign or not, or as a collective reading, again, I express that you should really watch the collective readings. You know, that way I don't have to put these little clips ahead. The correct collective readings really have a lot of information in there, and they're very fitting for everyone. So anyway, as you get this new life force energy, that will open up the doorway for radical expansion. And I also call it radical self-expression and expansion. They look at that from her high heart chakra is emerging this beautiful white dragon. What beautiful cards these are, huh? This is from Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. Okay, so Izzy Ivy she painted these cards and wrote the book on it. So it's pretty awesome material. All right, so the next card we have that goes along with this radical expansion, really, you know, as we're getting these downloads, it expands our mind to incorporate things that perhaps we never dreamed of before, or getting to be parts of ourselves that we thought we could never express, as this high heart is open and we're able to express this wonderful mystical dragon, you know, mystical dragon-like part of ourselves. I'm kind of getting pulled into this card, and what I'm looking at here is, you know, I see the spiral, the corkscrew of how the dragon is coming out. And I was thinking of, you know, we think so much as these cards are lined up in a linear form that everything happens in a linear way. But really, it's just a bunch going around in a bunch of circles. But hopefully that's going up. So we start down here. And just like here I am coming back around full circle to the Mystic Hawk, but I'm on such a different level than I was 3 years ago when I first started this channel. I'm a different person altogether. And it has to do, a lot of it, with my spiritual journey, some of it being the Mystic Hawk. So here we go. This is going to be activating the Sacral Chakra. So springtime, baby. Get your mojo on, because that is the mojo chakra of sexuality, sensuality, and creativity. Yes, that's where we have all of that. And if, a lot of times we find ourselves blocked in expressing any one of those areas of our lives, whether it be sexual, sensual, or creative. Now, that could be dealing with some old traumas and stuff. Again, we're still in this purging mode. If you really want to work with your sacral chakra, and you might want to find some orange stones. Oh, what are you called? Anyway, I picked up my orange crystal, and I'm like, I don't remember what that's called. I'll remember it in a minute. Anyway, the sacral chakra, it is part of our creativity, our mojo. This is how that expression flows as it's coming down, grounding out through the chakras, going into the Earth Star chakra just below our feet. It's come down through the Soul Star to the Earth Star. This is how the divine inspires us, and then it comes back up and out to be expressed, and it's expressed in a lot of ways, sometimes through music, through the sound of the universe. This is about music and dancing, that expression of that universal vibe, the universal energy of how it resonates in and out, as above, so below. And it is us getting in tune as we listen to music. That's why I made that music mix for you guys. It's down in the description down below. Listen to it at least once. It's great music. Good background, high vibrational. It's all talking about love and all good stuff, you know, but not of that lower base level sexual, you know, low level base sexual energy. No, we're talking about sexual energy that is mixed with, where did it go? The high heart chakra here. And when you put these two together, the high heart chakra and the blending of that, some amazing and divinely inspired, divinely supported energies can come forth into creation, into the material world. So these are exciting times. We have all the planets going direct right now. The wind is at our backs if we choose our destiny. North node, remember, Mars is activating the north node. This is destiny time, people. Go time, and activate your blueprints. Allow this radical expansion to happen, radical creativity, radical self-expression. Allow yourself to come out into the world as who you are, specifically your own beautiful, unique self. Welcome to the age of Aquarius, everyone. And now, on to your reading. Woohoo! Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, I've got your reading already. While you were watching the first part of the video, I was throwing the cards and taking a quick look at your reading. Whew, it's intense, and everybody's is a little bit intense. One of the first things that I came to, of course, I'm looking at the overall patterns in the reading. This kind of starts out as a Celtic cross, the tarot. These tarot are the vice versa tarot, so they're going to be front and back. So there's going to be two sides to the story. Very interesting read. So let's see about getting into it. The first card we have is the middle one. This is the Hierophant card. As you see, the Hierophant, he's got a mask on. He's got the keys in front of him. The people are reading the books. They're devotional. They're reading. You know, they're trusting everything he says. I'm the boss. I'm the one you need to listen to. I'm the authority. I'm the voice. You must follow me. You know, basically back in the old days, a lot of people were illiterate. They didn't read. So they would have the priest or the hierophants actually tell them what the scripture said. And of course, depending on the person, because they were actually people, they could tell them what they wanted. Most of the time it was what the book said. But we'll get into that another time. Now, the interesting thing is, on the back side of this, if you look on the back side of the throne, we have the baby and the Mesopotamian Venus de Milo, the goddess symbol, and the apple. A lot of this is talking about the ancient mysteries. You have, you know, of course, this, I forgot what that was called, carved into the back of his, no, Mr. Tito, carved into the back of his throne. But it is like the occultic mystic symbol. So really, what's behind this voice is telling you what to do, or if you're dealing with someone who is being very pompous and trying to act like they know what's going on and trying to tell you everything. This could be a Taurus, somebody very much in tradition. This could be a marriage situation, but these cards are different. They don't really speak in the same way that the other tarot cards say. So I really feel like this is, especially when it's covering yourself, it's these old belief systems, old traditions, perhaps a marriage situation or a job or a family matter that is really steeped in tradition. However, behind the scenes, people maybe not necessarily dabbling in magic or anything like that, but you know, what they talk about and what they truly believe may not be the same thing. So when there's like fronting, I see people fronting and a lot of mask wearing, and people trying to tell you what to do, but it may not be right for you in this case. So okay, let me kind of chill out. I've got my cat over here bugging me to go out, so that's kind of where some of my attention's being pulled. Okay. Calm down, recenter. Now the next card, no, Tito. The next card we have is, let me go over here, the Knight. Yeah, there it is, the Knight of Swords. Of course, that is charging in, very rash in action and behavior and words. It's air sign, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's another air sign around, but it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're dealing with. Taurus, I see here, as well as a possible Scorpio in the mix, Pisces, and Cancer, Scorpio, because we have some water here. So we got air signs and water signs and a Taurus. So far, I guess some other earth signs. You know, there's quite a bit in here. It could be a lot of people that you're dealing with, but I definitely see you dealing with the man, the authority, somebody that thinks they're in charge, up higher than you, elevated, likes to be on the pedestal, insists that they are on the pedestal so that you worship them as the teacher. They know the knowledge, you know, very, very much into this, wanting to be in control of the situation. Very much like this Six of Pentacles, which is different. It looks like this, you know, the rich man, the rich merchant looking down over the village. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me let this cat out before he drives me crazy. Huh. Go. Are you dealing with annoying distractions, Aries? Do you have people pulling you in every direction? You're trying to get focused. I'm going to jump ahead of this card, but it's just impossible, because if you get focused, then you will be eliminated on certain situations that perhaps the man in the mask didn't want you to know about. Oh no, we're trying to wag the dog over here, want you to follow the right hand so you don't know what the left hand is doing behind the scenes, right? Okay, there we go. Now that I got that cat out of my hair, I'll be able to move on with the situation. So the next sign we have is the Queen of Swords. I know she kind of looks like a king. She's a badass queen. She is tough. She's up there floating around the clouds, sitting on her stone throne. Stone throne. Say that real fast 3 times, dare you. Anyway, he's sitting on the stone throne in the air. So that means that she has learned to some degree to have mind over matter. This is most often a Libra person, if it is a person, male or female, as this is a reading, as this is, you know, a general reading. Now check it out what she has in the background. She has got these massive quartz crystals behind her, powering her up, helping her keep her mind clear and sharp. That could be an indication that it wouldn't hurt you maybe have some quartz of your own. You'll certainly get one if you get a reading from me. And I am a testimony of, they have actually very much helped me, just having them to focus with them, working with them. It is really very much raised my vibration, and I am an air sign. So they really work very well for all fire and air and everybody else. But what she does is use them for clarity, use them to get focus so she could have a little illumination in this situation. I'm feeling your reading is kind of going zigzaggy and all across, but okay, I'll roll with you here, Aries. Let's see. All right, so at the top, I'm going to look at these 2 5s together. See, I see these 2 5s. I see this. Looks like there was some kind of conflict, some kind of argument. Let's go back to this 6 of Pentacles before we jump ahead. There's the man. He's looking down over the village. Got the 6 of Pentacles above his head. He's enjoying being, you know, he helps everybody. He protects them, but he's very controlling. So he has a good heart with the situation. You know, and I really feel like perhaps he could even be this Hierophant dude, you know, it's still an earth sign, could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Very, you know, strong indications toward a Taurus symbol, but it's just somebody that really has a lot of money, property owner, somebody that may own a lot of properties, what have you, is kind of looking down as in a caretaking situation. Now, at the back of him, on the back side of it, you see that he is looking out, and if you look real close, you can get it close up, he is actually looking over a table mock-up, a model of the village. So it's not like he's this giant man looking down at the village. He may just have a mock-up of his properties that he's looking down on, and this is all of the pentacles that he's looking at. He is very kind, he is benevolent, but he is at the same time controlling, very controlling, and not open to things. So there could have been a situation where some conflict arose, probably because this situation is really not open to change. This person is not open to change. There's a lot of fixed energy, a lot of stubbornness. And what happens when Aries runs into stubborn, fixed people is battle. It is time for a battle. And this is the flip side of the Five of Wands, where you got the hurricane, I mean, not the hurricane, but the volcano in the background. And that volcano means business. That means there's some urgency to the situation. It's not just your normal, you know, little battle to see who can one up that one on that day, or a little healthy competition like it is in the front of the card. No, it's really turned into a real war zone. So some war has heated up. That kind of energy stirred up, perhaps by the Six of Pentacles Hierophant fellow. And rushing in too fast, because this is usually the crossing card. So somebody rushed in, maybe rushed a matter, maybe pushed a matter in a situation, and was way too aggressive in trying to get their point across, or trying to get a deal done, maybe pushing it too far in an argument. Again, I do see some possibility of maybe some family property, family money, some kind of property involved. So there could be other people, a dispute over these situations, and some arguments possibly around a mediator, because we don't have a justice card, so I don't really see a court situation. It hasn't gotten to that point. Not right now, and it may not even be like an inheritance. It could be around a home situation, definitely. So next card we have is the Five of Cups, and this is the back side of the Five of Cups. You see he's looking out. He's still commiserating over these three cups that are spilled. Still doesn't see those two cups beside him, nor does he see that wonderful red rose, that red rose of passion, that red rose that's right behind him, waiting to be found, waiting to be noticed. Who snuck up behind him and put it there? He didn't even see the person. He didn't even hear the person come up behind him, because he was so busy focusing on what was lost. So there was some kind of loss involved as a result of this argument and this conflict, possibly with either a Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person or group of people involved as a property or real estate, perhaps involving a home and money, that has left you misery pining. But you didn't get left with nothing. You didn't get as much as you expected, but there's still two cups left. There's still the rose of passion, the rose of your drive. You know, passion could be someone else's love, or your love and passion for a particular thing or project, or something that you would really love to do, something that excites you and it makes you turn around and move forward in this situation. Again, here's what I was talking about with the Ten of Pentacles. Is again this back side of Ten of Pentacles. Oh, I forgot to show you the right side. There's the Five of Cups. That's the fella sitting there looking at the cups, having come a long way, crossed a bridge, perhaps gone to another land, had to travel to another state, go over state lines, go over country borders, or just go into a different part of town you're not used to. Just going into unknown areas, okay? So then, of course, we're going back to the Ten of Pentacles. You see the back side of the throne. It's is still very sturdy, but it's very modest. So Grandpa, he didn't spend a lot of money on himself. He didn't throw his money around. He kept putting it in the bank. He putting it in the bank for the next generation. And see, there's the son wanting to introduce his new honey, new sweetie, saying, I'm going to add somebody to the family, Gramps. I'd like to introduce you. Well, grandson, there's old Grandpa there on the front side of the card with the dog in his lap, and he's just enjoying his retirement with his, he knows he's stable, he knows he's doing good, he's got enough money for himself and his family. But that, so it could be, as I'm seeing the Eight of Cups, and there is the Death card there. I'm not saying anybody died, anybody passed away. This could be a situation just where there was a sudden end, or something really did have to end where you had to walk away from a situation. But it could also be that somebody did actually pass away. You see this comment up here above this child's head looking at the Eight of Cups? This is signifying a major milestone, a major turning point happening in your life. And of course, that would be a major milestone. Of course, if it was like a parent or grandparent or older family member that may have passed on. If that is not the situation, I do see there is some kind of family legacy, some kind of family money, or not, maybe not even family, but money more than just for the daily needs. This is something perhaps you would like to shoot for, looking to buy a house or some property. Again, I'm feeling in this situation, something went on. There was some kind of argument or fight. Somebody ended up having to walk away from the situation. We got the Eight of Cups here, backside of Eight of Cups. So this is this child looking at the cups left behind. I really have a strong feeling that somebody's parent has passed away, and I'm really sorry. My deepest condolences to you. Because this is like a child missing, looking at the cups as someone that perhaps has passed away, and reminiscing about things very emotional. Here again is the front side where you see the traditional Eight of Cups of somebody walking away from some battered but still usable, barely, but still usable cups, having to walk away or leave a situation. So moving on in this direction, it looks like here there was a victory. So you perhaps in the Six of Wands that you did have a victory over the situation, but this is the backside of the victory. These are the people, perhaps this is a work situation, maybe you were one of the people on the ground, not the one on the high horse. The guy on the high horse might be boss man here, Hierophant. And he doesn't hardly do any work. He just kind of rolls through the job site, and everybody else is getting dirty and bloody and muddy and having to do all the hard work and, stay over after time, work overtime, do everything. I'm feeling construction jobs. Maybe some of you out there, or some of you are connected to that, but that's kind of what it feels like, just having to work a lot of overtime. Perhaps if you're in the medical field or the hospital, having to work all the time without a break. And of course, you get all the extra money, but after a while, if people don't start saying thank you, and that they keep taking this, it feels like this guy here on the high horse, here's the front side. He's looking good on that side, but see, you notice his stick is gold. It's all, it's not a wand, so to speak, as to be able to fight with. It's gold and pretty, and it's just for show. So he's just out there riding around on his pretty white horse showing off, while these other guys are doing all the work. And eventually, in time, it turns into this Five of Wands situation, because those are the five people down there going, hey, we've been working hard. We've been doing all the work. Yes, you gave us money. You said thank you behind the scenes, but you never gave us any credit in the public. Wait a minute, right? So that might have been going on. This could be a job situation, or some kind of situation that deals with property where you just had to go, I can't do this anymore. This isn't working for me. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you are working two jobs, maybe ready to transition, looking for another situation, juggling. Of course, that's the typical definition of the Two of Pentacles. But I really like the backside because, and this really may reflect stronger in this reading, especially if you're out wanting to start a new career, wanting perhaps to be independent, being an entrepreneur, going out and doing your own thing, or going out and trying to get a different position or job somewhere. It's saying start showing off your talents and skills. You know, we didn't know little Johnny could, you know, he comes out at sunset when everybody's coming out on their balconies and patios to watch the sunset. He's there doing his juggling routine, showing off his magic, keeping it, you know, keeping everybody happy and getting their attention. And one of these people might just come down from that balcony and say, hey, I got something for you to do. What else can you do? I have this, that, and the other. And it may turn into an actual job, or at least a little bit of side money, right? You can always have those extra stream of income. So now we have the Knight of Cups. This is a Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, possibly. It could be somebody coming in to offer a cup of love, but really, other than the Eight of Cups is the only cup I have, and this is a court card. Court cards are often people, and sometimes, especially knights in this situation, could be propositions. I really see perhaps somebody offering you some kind of proposition or making an offer in this situation, and I feel like maybe you don't feel like that offer is enough. That's why you're a little sad about it. You wanted 5 cups, but they offered you 2. I don't see you really extremely happy about it, but I do see it working out in the end. And what I mean by where everything works out in the end, well, there you go, the Death card. Excuse me. We all get to meet this writer every once in a while, right? Hopefully you didn't actually escape a near-death situation, but I really do feel like this is some kind of transition into another phase of life. I can't say, because I'm not reading for every single Aries out there. I do hope that you haven't lost someone, and if you did, again, I'm sorry, but really, this is really a death of a situation for most everybody, where you had to walk away from some money. Ooh, because you just couldn't stand the boss anymore, is what I heard for most of you, or the company and how they did things. They just, you know, two-faced, that's what I'm hearing, two-faced, yeah, duplicitous. And so this is the backside of death. This is really interesting. So this is what death sees, and he sees the mystic and the merchant right there. The mystic is in the blue and the merchant's in the red. But you know, they have had some epiphanies. They have said, I have learned to do better. I want to focus on higher things. Even the merchant says, even though I made a lot of money, I want to focus on my spirituality. And the mystic is holding a lily that says, I want to work on making my soul pure and being pure. So death says, okay, you're doing a good job. I'll come back later. So that's missing that near miss on a death situation. So dodging a bullet, that's what I'm going to call that side of the card, to dodge the bullet side. Okay, that's what I'm basically seeing. Some kind of dispute over some kind of money situation causing you to walk away. Yeah, there was a victory, but again, in these situations, when you have this victory where you have to win over another person, you're always going to have to watch your back with those people. It's always going to be this threat of this conflict returning. So that's, you know, going back down to the 5 of Wands. Again, that's a warning that I'm hearing from this situation. They're just saying, just walk away from it, because this conflict is just going to continue, and it may escalate into this volcano situation. And be careful, you know, hopefully this You know, this card with the, you know, with the rider with the horse with the flaming eyes don't show up in the situation, if you know what I mean. Really, what they're saying, though, Aries, is your biggest challenge is what you need to do. And that's have a little patience. Yes, patience. Patience. Because you need to give everything time to kind of settle down, let this volcano settle down, and give yourself time to notice you got some cups, you still got a rose. Give yourself time to figure out what to do with this situation. We are in a time of destiny where your planet Mars has just gone in to Gemini, giving you energy, giving you clarity of thought, helping you to move forward faster. You just came out of Taurus, Mars and Taurus, not your favorite place at all. Just coming out of Taurus, moving forward into new energies. What I heard when I was rubbing my hands together. Sometimes I hear things, but I just don't need this shit anymore. I just that's just what I heard. I just can't. And just this really need to rush away, to rush out of the situation. See, here's the backside. I forgot to show you the Knight of Swords. See, he is following the sparrows back home, going to higher ground, trying to go through the light in the clouds, you know, moving up and taking his mind higher, not so much in the gutter, not so much and complaining and fussing and being angry at other people, but saying, okay, well, I'm just going to have to make a new start. I'm going to have to go through a transition, start showing people my talent, skills, and abilities, because whatever this is, well, it's a major ending. That's for sure what it is. And there's a proposition to go to help the situation end. Perhaps this is what this windfall of abundance, Mr. Santa Claus, is, to get a nice severance package. Or you do get the inheritance. Something comes along, but what you have to do is you have to be open to receiving. It is safe for you to receive. Before you do that, you also need to have a quiet retreat, again, to calm down the energies so that you can have some patience with the situation, get some focus and some illumination. Okay? Some focus, patience, and illumination. Let me throw on my glasses and I'll read these cards over here for you. It says, windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, and charitable work. So don't forget to tithe. Don't forget to give back to the community to keep that abundance flowing. Otherwise, the universe will cut you off. Sure enough, you know, help those, you know, either with your time or your money or whatever, as best you can. Help others in need that are less fortunate than you. If we all did that, imagine what a great world this would be if we just spent, you know, 5 minutes, 2 hours, you know, even a whole day, a month of our time, given it to help other people, to help the community. What a different world that we would have today. And, you know, we all need the exercise, and it wouldn't hurt to have a little socialization. Okay, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Again, the more you let yourself receive, you have more to share with others. Open your arms and receive to be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Okay? So something's coming your way. But they're saying also you need to be like the Six of Pentacles and share it with those less fortunate. Be the benevolent one. Be the good father. Making sure the family and everybody's taken care of. You know, be a good winner. Be a good winner. Be a good sport if you win. Don't rub it in their face. Just go, okay, now how can I turn around and help you out? I won this situation, but I'm not going to be a total a butthead about it. I want to make an offer to you to help you out, to alleviate this battle, to end this situation so we can all move forward. So some of you might actually be coming into some money, and it would behoove you in the long run in the future, especially if you're dealing with people that you may see often enough in the future to make an offer and try to smooth the situation out, whatever that means to your situation. It could be time, it could be energy, it could be to come back and finish up a project just enough so it could end, whatever it means to you. Because I do see this going back and forth between situations, homes, jobs, whatever, until there's an establishment and this money comes through for you. But I think overall, in order to get to the point, remember, we're still in this life force energy, this radical expansion. I'm not going to dig all these out, but radical expansion, opening up the creativity of the second chakra. Wouldn't it be great to go to a situation where you can be more creative, that you can sing your song, that you can be yourself and really take off and go for it? Use that sharp mind as well as all that fire to really create a situation and feel like you have a whole new life. Right now, it may feel kind of heavy as we're coming in. You're still in the 12th house. It's Pisces. You may not have as much energy. This is finishing up all of this stuff, especially that came up over last year during 2020. Okay, so this is the finishing up for you. So allow it to let go. Have a little more patience. Just a couple more weeks left. We'll be in Aries season. All right. All right, thank you, Aries. Please hit the like button if I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you don't mind sharing, leave a comment, do something like that. That will definitely help get these videos back out there and flowing around the people that could use this information. I appreciate it, and you have a blessed day. Thank you, Aries. And let's see how fast I can get this actually turned off. It takes me a little bit. There we go. All right, bye-bye now.